This DePaul Study Abroad online orientation module is focused on how to stay healthy and be safe during your study abroad program. Many health issues while abroad can be avoided by focusing on some common sense practices. Stay hydrated with water safe for drinking, especially if you're in a location that's particularly hot or at a high altitude. Make smart food choices. Eating nutritious and safe foods in moderation goes a long way towards staying healthy, while defaulting to fast food or eating from street vendors without hygienic food practices can quickly make you sick. If your travel has taken you across time zones, try to stay awake until nighttime in your location and adjust to the local time schedule right away. We know you'll be busy, but do your best to get plenty of sleep and try to fit in some regular exercise. It may sound obvious, but keep clean. Poor hygiene abroad can lead to serious health issues. Either abstain from sex or practice safe sex. Avoid consuming large amounts of alcohol, both for health reasons and to ensure you don't make poor decisions. And if you are taking any medications, continue with any recommended regimens. Being in a new environment is not the time to experiment with changing any of your personal health routines. Before studying abroad, some students are concerned about terror threats, global health epidemics, or natural disasters. While those concerns may get a lot of media attention, they will only affect a very small percentage of students abroad. The biggest factor in whether or not you'll have a safe experience abroad is your own choices and actions. While there can be challenges in navigating a new culture and events out of your control can sometimes occur, making smart decisions and behaving in a thoughtful, aware, and safe manner will help avoid most incidents. In fact, the most common incident for students traveling abroad is simply getting sick. Of the sicknesses that occur, the most common is diarrhea or a gastrointestinal issue. The cause of these illnesses is often drinking unsanitary water, even in the form of ice cubes, eating food that has not been safely prepared, including produce washed with tap water, or failing to maintain proper hygiene. After illness, behavioral issues are the next most likely incident to occur while abroad. Behavioral issues usually result from poor choices and often involve alcohol, so be responsible and make smart decisions. Next are injuries. Simply paying attention to your surroundings in a new location and avoiding unnecessary risks can help you avoid an accident. After that are thefts, assaults, or sexual harassment. You'll be visiting unfamiliar locations, so be aware of your surroundings at all times. As DePaul students, you're used to being in the city, so use the same street smarts you would in Chicago. Tell people where you're going and always be sure to walk with others. Don't walk alone, especially at night. And if you're in a group, don't let the comfort of the group make you unaware of what's happening around you. As visiting students, it can be difficult to completely blend in with the local culture, but do your best to avoid being an obvious tourist. Be aware of the clothing and accessories you wear, the way you speak, the volume of your voice, and what you may be carrying. The less you stick out, the less likely you'll be a target. Be alert for potential dangers or threats. Is there a suspicious-looking person who has been following you closely? Is there a sudden change in the look or feel of the area you're passing through? Or does something just not feel quite right? Use your voice if necessary, and don't worry about being polite. Just trust your instincts and do whatever is necessary to remove yourself from any potentially dangerous situation as safely and quickly as possible. One of the more common incidents abroad is theft. If you have anything particularly valuable, leave it at home. If you do need to bring something valuable abroad, keep it in a safe location. As far as money goes, you'll want to have enough to get you out of a difficult situation, but don't carry large amounts with you. Also, divide your money and credit cards between different wallets or purses, so if something gets lost or stolen, you have a backup source of income. Carry bags or purses close to and across your body, not dangling off an arm or hanging off your back. If you have a wallet, putting it in a front pocket instead of a back pocket will make it more secure. A money belt or a pouch that fits under your clothing can also help keep your belongings safe. It can't be stressed enough. Alcohol is a factor in a huge percentage of incidents abroad. Simply by consuming alcohol in moderation or avoiding it altogether, you will significantly reduce your risk of being involved in a harmful incident. If you do plan to drink, be aware of what you're drinking, the alcohol content, and the local norms around alcohol. Also, think about how your current situation could affect your tolerance to alcohol. If you're at a high elevation, haven't eaten well, or haven't had much sleep, those factors are important. Don't accept drinks from people you don't know, and never leave your drink unattended, and be respectful to those around you. Under no circumstances should you purchase, sell, or use illegal drugs while abroad. Keep in mind that substances legal in Illinois, such as cannabis, may not be legal in the country you're visiting. Some countries have extremely strict drug laws with serious prison sentences. Make smart decisions, be aware of the consequences of your actions, and be a good representative of DePaul and wherever you're from. Different countries have different laws, and it's your responsibility to be aware of the laws and cultural rules of the place you're visiting. Do your research, and if you break a local law, be prepared to face the consequences. We hope there's never a reason for you to be arrested while abroad, but if that happens, there's only a limited amount of help that DePaul and the U.S. Embassy or Consulate are able to provide. And please do not bring any personal defense items abroad, such as pepper spray, mace, or stun guns. While these may be legal in many places in the U.S., they are often not legal in countries abroad, and possession of these devices can result in serious consequences, including arrest. Most study abroad programs never have to deal with a serious emergency situation, but it's important that you be prepared. Your first point of contact should always be your faculty program director or on-site program staff. Make sure you have their phone numbers with you at all times. If there is a medical emergency, get to a hospital or a doctor as soon as possible and let your program director or on-site staff know as soon as you can. And if there is a crime, contact the local authorities immediately, if appropriate. If you are not able to contact anyone at your program site, DePaul Public Safety is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Simply call them and say you have a study abroad emergency. Public Safety will immediately contact an on-call study abroad staff member who will call you back right away. You can also contact CISI Insurance, available 24/7 for assistance with emergency situations. In an emergency, do everything you can to keep your lines of communication open. Reach out to family or friends to let them know you're safe and continue to monitor the situation as it progresses. You may be contacted by DePaul, so respond immediately to any emails or phone calls that you receive until the situation is resolved. DePaul's top priority is supporting you while you are abroad and helping deal with any situations that occur as quickly and safely as possible. Now please continue on to take a short quiz about this section on health and safety during your program.